Ottumwa High Softball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Houston Field. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. And we are ready for the final game in this year's Ottumwa Softball Classic, as your Ottumwa Bulldogs will take on their neighbors to the east, the Fairfield Trojans. Ottumwa coming off a loss just a little while ago to Class 3A number 2 Davenport Assumption 7-0. And Fairfield a little earlier today knocked off Solon 8-3. So Fairfield now 27-8, Ottumwa 21-13. Fairfield is ranked 13th in Class 4A coming into this weekend. Of course, the Classic was supposed to be 2 days, but yesterday was all rained out. Ottumwa did not get to play Roland, Story, or Ankeny. Losing to Davenport Assumption today means this will be Ottumwa's final chance for a win at home, most likely. The Bulldogs will end the regular season Tuesday on the road at Des Moines Roosevelt and then open regional play Thursday night on the road at Urbandale. There's an outside chance, a very outside chance, Ottumwa could get a home game in the regionals. It'd have to be in the regional final. We'd have to win on the road at Urbandale, win on the road at Valley, and then hope Iowa City High beats Bettendorf. In that scenario, the regional final would be Iowa City High at Ottumwa. But other than that, the Bulldogs, after this game, will be on the road the rest of the way. Coach is about to meet at home plate with the umpires. Let's get you the starting lineups here. First for Fairfield, leading off playing left field, Cody Engel. Batting second, the right fielder, Delaney Breen. Hannah Simpson at first base bats third, and Peyton McCabe, the third baseman, hits cleanup. Danielle Breen in center field bats fifth. Emerson Manley, the DP, hitting sixth. Jenna Norris catching and batting seventh. Brindley Allison at second base batting eighth. Batting ninth, the shortstop, Savannah Hollander. And the flex player is the pitcher, Lainey Norris. For Ottumwa, leading off and playing shortstop, Jocelyn Ware. Batting second, the second baseman, Ella Aller. Amber Schatz catching and batting third. Jordan Pauls, a right fielder, hits cleanup. Ashlyn Sheets pitching and batting fifth. Sam Weeks at first base hitting sixth. Maddie Houck center field batting seventh. Emma Strayer at third base batting eighth. Batting ninth, the left fielder, Avery Frankie. We'll take a 1-minute timeout, come back, and get you ready for the first pitch of our final ball game of the day. Ottumwa and Fairfield comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Softball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs about to take on Fairfield to wrap up the 48th Ottumwa Softball Classic. Ashlyn Sheets in the circle for OHS. The junior 11-6, a 3.54 ERA, 104 2/3 innings pitched, 121 hits allowed, 66 runs, 53 earned, 24 walks, 14 hit batters, 75 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .268 against the left-hander. The defense behind her, Avery Frankie in left, Maddie Houck in center, Jordan Pauls in right, Emma Strayer at third, Jocelyn Ware at short, Ella Aller at second, Sam Weeks at first, and Amber Schatz is behind the plate. Almost certainly the final home game this year for Ottumwa. Let's see if the Bulldogs can find a way to go out in style. Cody Engel, Delaney Breen, Hannah Simpson, the top three in the batting order for the Trojans. Delaney Breen, one of the two Breen twins. Senior hitting .309 with 11 runs batted in. Fairfield 27-8, I should say, despite only having 12 players on their roster. Breen, a left-handed batter, will lead off the ball game. So we get a lefty-lefty matchup right away. And the first pitch from Sheets is a strike at the knees, 0-1. Our first pitch at 5:49 on a warm late afternoon in the city of Bridges. 81 degrees under sunny skies. All the clouds have cleared off. The 0-1. Ground ball to second, 2 hops to Aller, down to a knee, up and a throw to first in time for out number 1. That'll bring up, well, I said that was Cody Engel. This is Delaney Breen. I got myself confused. I know that's easy to do. Engel had been hitting 382. Breen is hitting 309 with 11 driven in. So Cody Engel grounds to second, and here is the right-handed hitting Delaney Breen. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Again, 81 degrees under sunny skies, a southeast wind at 8 miles an hour. That's not really being felt at all here at Houston Field. Now the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. A 1-out single for Delaney Breen, and that'll bring up power hitting Hannah Simpson. Simpson hitting .515, 10 home runs, 46 batted in. Delaney Breen, the runner at first. Coming into the day, only 2 steals on the season. Fairfield does not run much, only 19 steals all year coming into the game. Lefty to lefty, Sheets to Simpson. Pitch way outside, ball 1. You do not want to let Hannah Simpson pull the ball in the air if you can help it. 0-1 to the Trojan first baseman. 1 on, 1 out, top of the first. The pitch, outside corner strike, 1-1. Today is the 5th and final game of the Classic, and every game has seen the visitors score in the top of the first. Solon did it to West Burlington. Assumption did it to West Burlington. Fairfield did it to Solon, and Assumption did it to Ottumwa. Now the 1-1. Checked her swing, pitch down low, 2 balls and a strike. And every one of those except the Assumption Ottumwa game was a crooked number. They'll appeal that check swing and no swing. Solon put 3 on West Burlington. Assumption put 7 on West Burlington. Fairfield put 5 on Solon in their first game in the first inning. That pitch down and away, 3-1. Ottumwa, by comparison, only giving up 1 to Assumption in the first inning a little while ago was a pretty good effort. 1 on, 1 out, and a 3-1 count to the power hitting Hannah Simpson with Peyton McCabe on deck. The pitch. Outside, ball 4 off the glove of Shots, but it's already ball 4. So runners at first and second with 1 out for McCabe. McCabe, a junior, hitting .420 with a home run and 13 driven in.
Next up, number 2, Peyton McCabe.
Ashlyn Sheets trying to pitch around the single and walk. First pitch here. Fly ball to right, shallow. Coming on is Pauls to make the catch. Throw back to first, not in time. Runner trying to advance to third. That throw gets away, and that's going to score a run. Racing for third, and now being caught in a rundown is Simpson. And the throw back to second, though not in time, as Sheets was covering third. But a run scores, and it's 1-0, and perhaps an ill-advised throw by Weeks, or a poor throw in the dirt at least, allowing that run to score. So McCabe flies to right for the second out. Breen advances to third on the throw to first, tags up and advances third, then scores on the throwing error. Simpson to second on the error. And Ottumwa was not able to retire her when she got caught up between second and third. Now Danielle Breen swings and misses 0-1. The other of the Breen twins hitting .323, 2 home runs and 21 driven in. So in every game, the visiting team has scored in the first inning. The 0-1. In the dirt all the way to the backstop, a wild pitch down to third goes Simpson. Big turn, but she'll hang on. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ottumwa gave up a run in the first inning to Assumption in the game before this one and ended up losing 7-0. And now they trail 1-0 to Fairfield here, so the Bulldogs have found themselves behind in every inning they've played so far today. The 1-1, high 2-1. Scoreboard missed the strike earlier. It has 2-0. Counts 2-1. Two out, a runner on third, a run home. And the pitch. Bunt shown. Pitch was low, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. And now time called. And now Fairfield coach Robert Bradfield's checking the count, but the first pitch of the sequence was a strike, and then there were 3 straight balls. Now the first base umpire has 2 strikes. Or does he have 2 out? So it is 3-1. I'm pretty sure that's right. The first pitch to Breen was a strike and then 3 straight balls. Sheets to the rubber. And the 3-1. In there for a strike, 3-2. Sheets trying to get out of the inning with only the 1 run scoring. The run, by the way, ends up being earned. It scored on the air, but it would have scored on the wild pitch. The 3-2, ground ball to the left side in the hole is where long throw to first is in time to retire the side. A run, a hit, an error, and 1 left. After half an inning, Fairfield won, but Ottumwa coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the first inning, Fairfield scratched across a run. There was a bit of a gift from Ottumwa on the top half, and now freshman right-hander Lainey Norris will enter the circle for the first time. Norris making her 13th start, 6-5 with a 6.83 ERA, 56 in the third innings pitched, 79 hits allowed, 63 runs, 55. Pardon me, let me double check that. I think I've got my numbers off a line here. No, that's correct. 63 runs, 55 earned, 50 walks, 1 hit batter, 42 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .262 against her. So the numbers would tell you that the Bulldogs should be patient at the plate here. As Norris can be wild, averaging nearly a walk an inning. Jocelyn Ware will lead it off. Ware was 1 for 3 against Assumption. And the Bulldogs dropped that game 7-0. First pitch to her here. In there for a strike, 0-1. Ware all are in shots to face Norris here. The 0-1. That's lifted into left center, and it's down for a base hit. Leadoff single for Jocelyn Ware, and that'll bring up Ella Aller. Aller 0 for 3 in game 1 against Assumption. We'll try to do better here against Fairfield.
39, Ella Aller.
Corner infielders creep in. Again, Ella can bunt, but she can also rip a double into the gap. First pitch in the dirt, bounces away from the catcher Norris, and down to second on the wild pitch is Ware. 1-0 to Ella Aller. The defense for Fairfield: Cody Engel in left, Danielle Breen in center, Delaney Breen in right. Peyton McCabe at third, Savannah Hollander at short, Brinley Allison at second, Hannah Simpson at first, Jenna Norris catching. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Another pitch in the dirt. Ware races for third and will get there safely. Count is 1-1, but back-to-back wild pitches, and the tying run is at third with nobody out for Ottumwa, trailing 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Middle infield is back as the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed again. Ella a little anxious there, chasing a pitch down low, 1-2. And now the pitch has been ruled illegal, I believe, so that would make the count 2-1. So our first base umpire ruled that pitch illegal. So it is not 1-2, it is 2 balls and a strike. So it's 2-1 to Aller. Now the 2-1 to Aller. Ground ball up the middle, base hit, we're tied. RBI single for Ella Aller. Scoring is Ware, game tied at 1. And Aller at first with nobody out for Amber Schatz. Amber 0 for 3 in game 1. Ottumwa only had 2 hits in that game. Aller just picked up her 20th RBI of the season. First pitch to Schatz is a strike. Runner goes, throw to second, in time for the out. And there's one down as Aller caught stealing 2-6. 0-1 to Schatz now with nobody on and 1 out. Norris is 0-1 to Schatz. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. Aller, that was the first time she's been caught stealing all year, now 12 for 13 in stolen base attempts. The 1-1 to Amber. Off speed came in high, 2-1. Amber ahead in the count, 2-1, 1 out, nobody on, game tied at 1. And a sharp ground ball to third field to cleanly by McCabe. Throw across is in time, 2 down. That brings up Jordan Pauls. Jordan was 1 for 3 in game 1. Amber Schatz with a little scouting report for Jordan before the Bulldog right fielder digs in. First pitch, little cue ball off the end of the bat, slowly to second. Up with it is Allison, throw to first. Not in time, or she never made the throw even. And it's an infield hit for Jordan Pauls. So she's at first for the pitcher, Ashlyn Sheets. Sheets, the DP against Assumption, was 0 for 2, did reach on an air and was hit by a pitch. First pitch here, in the dirt, ball 1. Now, they haven't put a hit on the board for Pauls. It would have, if it's a hit, it'd be the third of the inning. It's possible that the second baseman, Brinley Allison, bobbled that, in my view, was blocked, sitting behind the backstop here. Swing and miss by Sheets, 1 ball, 1 strike. All right, that apparently was an error. And again, the pitcher, Norris, actually ended up in front of my view there. Off speed in there for a strike, and Sheets down to the count 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Runner on first, two down, tied at 1 in the first inning, and now off-speed pitch is high. 2-2. Tried to double up on the changeups there. 2-2 to Sheets. And the pitch, low and away, 3-2. Sam Weeks on deck. Three balls, two strikes. The payoff pitch in the dirt, ball 4. A walk brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. 2 on, 2 out. And Weeks will get a chance. We will get a courtesy runner for the pitcher Sheets. That'll be Hunter Caldwell.
Number 11, Sam Weeks.
So Caldwell, the runner at first. Paul's the runner at second. Weeks at the plate. Sam was 0 for 3 in game 1. Laney Norris's first pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Ware singled to start the inning, took second and third on wild pitches, scored on the RBI single by Ella Aller. Aller was caught stealing, shots grounded out. Paul's reached on an air, Sheets walked. And now Weeks, a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Paul's around third, will be held as Breen is up with it quickly. Base hit for Weeks, and they're loaded for Matty Houck. Houck was 0 for 2 in game 1.
Now batting number 7, Matty Houck.
Opportunity here for bases loaded. Early turning point here, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball got away from the catcher. Coming home is Paul's a throw, not in time. Wild pitch. Norris, the catcher, couldn't find it. It rolled behind her towards the backstop, and Ottumwa leads 2-1 on a wild pitch. That'll be an unearned run as Paul's had reached on the air. Houck down on the count 0-1. Still 2 in scoring position. Runners at second and third. Caldwell now at third. Weeks at second. The 0-1. On the outside corner, strike 2. Ottumwa leading 2-1 despite the fact they've had some difficulty picking up Norris's pitches here. They've swung at pitches out of the zone and taken pitches in the zone. Now the 0-2. Outside, 1-2. One ball, two strikes. 2-1 Ottumwa here in the bottom of the first. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's in the dirt. Picked up by Norris. Throw to first. Not in time. Coming home and scoring is Caldwell. And now the throw back to the pitcher gets away, but it rolls right by second base, and Weeks will stay right there as it's picked up. And Ottumwa leads 3-1. So Houck strikes out but reaches on the pitch in the dirt. And then Caldwell comes home on the throw down to first. Not able to throw back home in time. Fairfield's infield has a conference before Emma Strayer comes to the plate. Strayer pinch hit and grounded out to third in the Assumption game. First and second, 2 out, 3 in for Ottumwa, leading 3-1 over Fairfield. The pitch. High, ball 1. Strayer, the 8th batter of the inning. Fairfield's been generous here in this bottom of the first. An error, a walk. 2 runs have scored on wild pitches. A strikeout has reached on a wild pitch. Strayer grounds it to third, foul. Just foul as it's picked up by McCabe, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Ottumwa hasn't squared up a ball all that well this inning. Aller's base hit was a sharp grounder up the middle. Now the 1-1 in the dirt. Norris can't find that one. Another wild pitch. Runners advance to second and third. 2-1 to Strayer. Base hit could score two. The 2-1 in the dirt. This time Norris with a good stop. 3-1 to Strayer with the number 9 hitter Frankie on deck. Weeks at third, Houck at second. 2 down, the 3-1. Ground ball to third, up with it McCabe. The throw to first in time, and the inning is over. Ottumwa gets 3 runs on 3 hits. There was an error. A bunch of wild pitches and 2 left on base. After an inning, the Bulldogs 3, the Trojans 1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the second inning. Ashlyn Sheets allowed a run in the first. Not totally her fault, but her team got her 3 runs in the bottom half. And now she'll pitch with a lead. Ottumwa with a lead for the first time all day after they trailed start to finish against Davenport Assumption. Emerson Manley, Jenna Norris, Brinley Allison, 6, 7, and 8 due up in the Trojan order. Manley, a junior, hitting .337, 2 home runs, 30 runs batted in. The RBI total second on the team. Emerson, E-M-E-R-S-Y-N. Right-handed hitter. First pitch from Sheets, in there for a strike, 0-1. Fairfield with black jerseys. White numbers on the back, orange trim on the shoulders. And under the sleeves as well. That pitch outside, 1-1. White numbers trimmed in orange on the back, white lettering, Fairfield trimmed in orange on the front. They've got smaller white numbers on the front as well. Orange belts, white pants with black and orange trim down the sides and on the pockets, and the high black stirrups with orange striping, trimmed in white. The 1-1. Ground ball back to the circle. Sheets is up with it, throw to first, and 1 down. 1 away for the catcher, Jenna Norris. Norris came into the day hitting .292, 2 home runs, 27 batted in. Fairfield trailing for the first time today. They scored 5 in the first against Solon in their game earlier, never looked back, and won 8-3. In fact, I do believe that first inning was the first time a lead changed hands all day here at the Classic. Pitch down and in to Norris, ball 1. Solon got out to an early lead on West Burlington. Notre Dame never looked back, won 13-3. Davenport Assumption scored 7 in the first and beat West Burlington 8-0. Fairfield 5 in the first on their way to their 8-3 win over Solon. That pitch low and away, 2-0. And, of course, Ottumwa not able to dent the scoreboard in their 7-0 loss to Assumption. But now the Bulldogs trailed by a run after half an inning, but scored 3 in the bottom half. They lead 3-1, 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the second. 2-0 to Norris, swinging a foul back on a rise ball, 2-1. Bulldogs playing a pair of ranked opponents. Fairfield 13th in 4A after Ottumwa lost to Assumption, who's number 2 in 3A. Here's the 2-1 from Sheets, and a liner into left field, and under the glove of Frankie, tried to make the shoestring catch. Bounced away from her. Norris slides into second. That'll go down as a 1-out double. Brindley Allison, the batter, the second baseman for the Trojans. Senior hitting .289 with 13 runs batted in. Get a courtesy runner for the Fairfield catcher, Norris. And that'll be Lily Berggren, a freshman.
Courtesy runner number 17, Lily Berggren.
So Berggren, the runner at second with one out. And Allison, the batter at the plate. First pitch, high, ball one. Ottumwa leading 3-1, but Fairfield a runner on second and one out here in the top of the second inning. The number 8 hitter Allison at the plate. The pitch, fastball strike, 1-1. Sheets has the pitch call. Now the 1-1. Swing and a foul tip into the mid of shots, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ashlyn Sheets, not as prolific a strikeout pitcher this year as she was last year, but a strikeout here would be pretty big. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, got her on a rise ball. First strikeout for Sheets, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. 2 down for the number 9 hitter, Savannah Hollander, the shortstop.
Number 3, Savannah Hollander.
Hollander, a sophomore, came into the day hitting .312 with a home run and 14 driven in. Runner on second and 2 down. Lefty to righty the pitch. Right in there for a strike, 0-1. Sheets having to shield her eyes from the sun to look into the dugout and get the pitch call. Spins the ball on her left hip. Now the 0-1. Roller back to the circle. Ashlyn has it. Flip to first in the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second. Ottumwa's got a 3-1 lead over Fairfield on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the second, or pardon me, bottom of the second inning. Ottumwa leading Fairfield 3-1, and Fairfield has made a change at catcher. Jenna Norris caught the first inning, struggled with some pitches in the dirt, and I wouldn't say that was totally her fault. But now Lily Berggren, who was the courtesy runner for her in the top of the second inning, Berggren stays on to catch here in the bottom of the second. So now Berggren behind the plate for Ottumwa. It'll be Frankie, Ware, and Aller. In the bottom of the second, Bulldogs have a 3-1 lead. Avery Frankie, 0 for 1 with a sacrifice against Assumption today. Swings and misses at that pitch, 0-1. Ottumwa has swung and missed at a lot of pitches that have been down out of the zone, first time through the order. And Norris has trouble with control at times. Again, 50 walks on the season. Bulldogs did draw 1 walk in that 3-run first. The 0-1, swing and a miss again at a pitch that dives out of side 0-2. number of swings and misses the first time through the order by Ottumwa is astonishing. But there's not been a strikeout yet. That pitch bounces in there 1-2. Bulldogs outs in the first inning were caught stealing and 2 groundouts to third. 1-2 to Frankie. The pitch way high, 2-2. Ware on deck, then Aller, both of whom singled in the first inning. The 2-2 to Avery. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for out number 1. First strikeout for Laney Norris. Jocelyn Ware singled and scored in the first inning. Seems like Ottumwa's got to start laying off that low pitch. A lot of swings and misses over the top of it. First pitch here, outside, ball 1. Bulldogs again in the red jerseys, white pinstripes, white lettering, Bulldogs on the front, white numbers front and back. Ware skies it to left center, and racing in is the left fielder, Engel, to make the catch for out number 2. Right in that Bermuda triangle, but Engel accelerated and made the play. Ella Aller, the batter, an RBI single her first time up, but was then caught stealing. Two out, nobody on for Ottumwa here in the bottom of the second. First pitch from Norris to Aller. Letter high strike, 0-1. Ella digs back in. The 0-1 offering. Off-speed call to strike on the outside corner, 0-2. I'm not sure Ella bought that call. Now she's got to protect the plate, 0-2. Norris's pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase that one down low. And the side is retired in order. We go to the third. Ottumwa leading 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
If you've got more to do than time to do it, you deserve some hard-working help. Introducing the all-electric Ranger XP Kinetic, the most powerful utility side-by-side ever made. With an advanced electric drivetrain, lithium-ion batteries, and remarkably quiet operation. Now the world's hardest-working people have a revolutionary choice in how jobs get done. Ranger XP Kinetic.
Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the third inning in the final game of this year's Ottumwa Softball Classic. Ottumwa leading Fairfield 3-1 here at Houston Field. Top of the order due up for the Trojans, Engel, Breen, and Simpson. Each team scoring in the first inning, Fairfield getting a run, and then Ottumwa answering with 3. Both teams were held off the scoreboard in the second inning. Cody Engel grounded to second her first time up. Ashlyn Sheets getting the pitch call from the dugout. And now ready to go for the third inning. First pitch, strike at the knees, 0-1. No balls and a strike to the left-handed batting left fielder, Cody Engel, C-O-T-Y. The 0-1. Strike on the outer half, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way from Sheets. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Engel gone on 3 pitches for out number 1. Second strikeout for Sheets, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. Here is Delaney Breen, singled and scored the Trojan run in the first inning. Ashland to the rubber. And the pitch. Chopper left side, charged by Ware. Throw to first. In time, 2 down. Hannah Simpson, the batter, walked her first time up, was eventually stranded at third. Sheets looking for her first 1-2-3 inning of the ballgame. First pitch, outside corner strike to Simpson, 0-1. Simpson hits from a wide stance, powerful hitter, 10 home runs on the year, the 0-1. Liner off the glove of the first baseman Weeks, diving grab by Aller, throw back to first in time for the out. A hot shot skipped off Weeks' glove, Aller with a diving stop, and from her knees throws it back to Weeks, 3-4-3, and the inning is over. In order go the Trojans. We go to the bottom of the third, Ottumwa leading 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the third inning, Ottumwa leading Fairfield 3-1 in the final game of the Ottumwa Softball Classic for 2022. Amber Shots, Jordan Pauls, Ashland Sheets due up against the freshman Laney Norris. Shots grounded to third her first time up. Fairfield got a run in the top of the first. Ottumwa answered with 3 in the bottom half, and that's where we are now, 3-1 Bulldogs here in the bottom of the third. Amber digs in for her second at-bat of the ball game. And the pitch. Ground ball sharply left side, picked nicely by the third baseman McCabe. Throw to first for out number 1. Amber's hit it hard twice, but on the ground twice. And she's 0 for 2. Jordan Pauls reached on an error and scored in that 3-run first inning. First pitch to Pauls. Inside corner strike, 0-1. Bulldogs out hitting the Trojans 3-2. Each team has committed an error. That pitch high, and the count even at a ball and a strike. The Fairfield error led to 2 Ottumwa runs. Now the 1-1. Off speed in there for a strike, 1-2. Jordan needs to protect the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. A line drive into right center, that's a base hit. Breen able to cut it off. And Pauls has a 1-out single. 4th hit of the ball game for Ottumwa. That brings up Ashland Sheets, who walked. And her courtesy runner scored back in the first inning. First pitch here to Ashland. Up high, ball 1. Norris's next offering, low and away, 2-0. Sheets with the hitter's count, 2 balls, no strikes. The next offering, little roller foul left side. And the count is 2-1. That pitch was not going to be a strike. Ottumwa still chasing some of those pitches that are ending up down. Sheets stands back in, still ahead in the count, 2-1. The next offering. Letter high strike, 2-2. Sheets, I don't believe, like that call. Now 2-2. Paul's at first, one down, and the pitch. High with an off-speed pitch, 3-2. Sam Weeks on deck. Three balls, two strikes. The payoff pitch. Ground ball back to the circle, throw to second for one, the relay to first, not in time. It gets away, but ricochets right back to first. And Sheets will stay there on the fielder's choice, two down. Paul's retired 1-6. I imagine Caldwell will run again for Sheets. And Sam Weeks, the batter, singled her first time up.
Courtesy runner number 22, Hunter Caldwell.
So Caldwell at first. 12 for 13 in stolen base tries. Not be surprised if she ran here. First pitch to Weeks. Little roller right side. Charging is Allison. Underhand to first, not in time. Weeks with an infield hit. She's 2 for 2. And that'll bring up Maddie Hauk. Hauk struck out, but reached on a pitch in the dirt her first time up. Ottumwa scored its third run on that play. Let's see if Maddie can put the bat on the ball here with runners at first and second and two down. First pitch, bunts it back towards the pitcher. Norris up with it, throw to first in time. And the inning is over. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left. We go to the fourth, Ottumwa leading 3-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice, basically from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the fourth inning, moving along fairly quickly so far. Ottumwa leading Fairfield 3-1. Final game of the 48th Ottumwa Softball Classic here at Houston Field. Ashlyn Sheets has allowed a run on 2 hits in 3 innings. She's walked 1 and struck out 2. And she'll face the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Trojans: Peyton McCabe, Danielle Breen, and Emerson Manley. McCabe flew out to right her first time up. Ottumwa 3 runs, 5 hits, and an error. Fairfield 1 run, 2 hits, and an error. McCabe digs in. Sheets checks the code card on her arm, and the first pitch of the fourth inning is outside, ball 1. Bulldogs trying to go 1-1 today after losing to 3A number 2 Davenport Assumption 7-0. The 1-0. Liner softly foul on the ground off to the right, and the count even at a ball and a strike. Very late swing by McCabe there. One ball, one strike. The lefty Sheets brings it home, and it's low and away, 2-1. 2-1 the count to McCabe. And the pitch. Ground ball off of Sheets. She picks it up, underhands to first, not in time. And the leadoff hitter is on an error here to start the fourth inning. That ball hit the heel of Sheets' glove, bounced up off her face mask. It didn't roll too far away, and it rolled towards first. But Ottumwa unable to make the play in time. Here's Danielle Breen, grounded to short her first time up. First pitch here, bunt shown. Pitch is a strike, 0-1. Danielle Breen, the number 5 hitter in the Trojan order, with an 0-1 count. The next offering, bunted foul, and the count 0-2. Probably takes the bunt out of the equation. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 on, nobody out. The pitch. Swing and a foul behind the plate. We'll do it again at 0-2. McCabe, the runner at third. 3 for 3 in stolen base tries. Again, Fairfield hardly ever runs. Coming into the day, they were 19 of 21 as a team on the season. 19 steals in 34 games. Again, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout for Ashlyn Sheets, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. 1 down, McCabe still at first, and the batter Emerson Manley, who grounded back to the circle her first time up. That pitch grounded, past a diving Aller into right center for a base hit. Runner stopped, now headed to third. The throw to third is offline. And going to second on the throw is Manley. Second and third, 1 out. McCabe stopped at second, but then restarted and got to third. A throw on line from Pauls and Wright might have gotten her. But now runners at second and third. And Lily Bergeron, the batter. Bergeron ran for Jenna Norris in the second inning and stayed in the game to catch. Freshman hitting .214 with an RBI. Ottumwa leading 3-1, but Fairfield has 2 in scoring position with only 1 out. Infield creeps in for Ottumwa. First pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike. The next offering, low and away, 1-1. Bergeron doesn't play a lot. Came into the day 3 for 14. Has struck out 4 times, and Sheets could use the strikeout here. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. McCabe, the runner at third, Manley, the runner at second for Fairfield. 1 out, top 4. Ottumwa trying to hang on to its 3-1 lead. The 1-2 pitch. Liner off the glove of a leaping Aller. A run scores, and it's 3-2. A base hit for Bergeron. And Elle Aller frustrated. She had to jump for that ball, but she thought she could catch it. That's an unearned run as McCabe had reached on the air to start the inning. That brings up Brindley Allison, who struck out her first time up. And now Fairfield the tying run at third and only 1 away. First pitch from Sheets, Allison, bunt shown. Pitch is a strike, and after some hesitation, Bergeron does go on to second. Count 0-1. Now second and third and only one out. Tying run at third, go-ahead run at second. The 0-1 to Brindley Allison. Swing and a miss, a late swing, 0-2. Well, Sheets was on the doorstep of a strikeout to Bergeron, but gave up the line drive single. Needs to put Allison away here, get that second out, and give her a chance to get out of the inning with the lead still intact. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Just what Ashlyn Sheets needed, 2 down. Strikeout number 4 for Sheets, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. And here is Savannah Hollander, who grounded back to the circle her first time up. Second and third now 2 down. And Ottumwa leading 3-2, number 9 hitter at the plate. First pitch, ground ball right side, takes a weird hop, but Allers got it, throw to first, and the inning is over. Fairfield gets a run on 2 hits and an error. They leave 2, though, and Ottumwa heads to the bottom of the fourth, still leading 3-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Ottumwa trying to get the offense restarted. They still lead Fairfield with 3-2. The Bulldogs got 3 in the first and have not been able to score since. Fairfield got a run in the first. They pulled closer with a run in the fourth. And now Ottumwa batting in the bottom of the fourth. Emma Strayer, Avery Frankie, and Jocelyn Ware. Strayer grounded out her first time up.
Leading off for Ottumwa, number 26, Emma Strayer.
See if Ottumwa can make adjustments here to Laney Norris. Bulldogs have been swinging over pitches and hitting a lot of ground balls. Got to lay off the low pitches that drop out of the zone and make Norris get them in the zone. First pitch, ground ball foul down the third base line, 0-1. No balls and a strike to Strayer. Laney Norris, the freshman right-hander, brings home the 0-1. And Emma pokes it in the air, and it's caught just on the foul side of the line in front of the first base bag by Simpson for out number 1. A little flare for a foul out. Avery Frankie, the batter, struck out her first time up. One out, nobody on here in the bottom of the fourth. Frankie bunts it, and it came right back up and hit her in the box, strike 1. Ottumwa out hitting Fairfield 5-4 and leading in the run column 3-2. That pitch high and inside to Frankie, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ottumwa's also committed 1 less error. Ottumwa's committed 1 more error. 2 errors for Ottumwa, 1 for Fairfield. There's a chopper foul right next to the plate, and Frankie down on the count 1-2. And again, flailing at these low pitches. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Ground ball left side, charging is the shortstop, Hollander. Throw to first in time for out number 2. Top of the order, Jocelyn Ware. Singled and scored in the first, flew out to left in the second. 1 for 2.
Number 32, Jocelyn Ware.
Two out, nobody on, and the pitch to Ware. Outside ball 1. Ware digs back in, trying to start a 2-out rally here from the leadoff spot. The 1-0. High fly ball to left, shallow. And coming in, the left fielder, Engel, makes the catch, and Ottumwa goes quietly in order in the 4th. We go to the 5th. Bulldogs leading by a slim margin, 3-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Performance Pipe in Bloomfield is hiring. They have 3 classifications open for hire: molding operators, a molding setup, and a maintenance position. Performance Pipe offers a competitive benefit package including medical, life insurance, pension plan, 401k, paid vacation, and holidays. Applicants must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. To apply, go to cpchem.com. Click Careers, type in Bloomfield to see the details of each job and apply for the one that best suits you. Or Google Performance Pipe in Bloomfield and ask for D. Chevron Phillips Chemical Company is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 5th inning, top of the order, do it for Fairfield. Ottumwa still leading the Trojans 3-2. Here at the 48th Ottumwa Softball Classic, final game of the Classic. Cody Engel, Delaney Breen, Hannah Simpson. Engel 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Ashlyn Sheets has allowed 2 runs, 1 earned on 4 hits. Has struck out 4 and walked 1. Engel, the left-handed batting left fielder, digs in for her 3rd at-bat. First pitch from Sheets. Popped it up, foul and out of play. Off the screen for strike 1. Engel digs back in. The 0-1 offering, outside 1-1. Lefty to lefty, Sheets to Engel. The 1-1 pitch is bounced to second. Big second hop for Aller, throw to first and 1 down. 1 away for Delaney Breen, 1 for 2 with a single and a run back in the 1st inning. Ottumwa leading 3-2 as Fairfield bats here in the top of the 5th. Sheets to the rubber, and the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. The next offering, low and away, 2-0. Ashlyn hasn't been behind too many hitters here, but she's behind Delaney Breen, 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 5th. Ottumwa leading 3-2. The 2-0. On the inside corner, 2-1. Good pitch there by Sheets to get a strike. 2-1 to Delaney Breen. And the next offering, low and away, 3-1. Hannah Simpson on deck, and boy, you don't want to walk anybody in front of Simpson. The 3-1 pitch to Breen is high, ball 4. A 1-out walk at an inopportune time, and here is Simpson, who's walked and grounded out on a strange 3-4-3 putout. Sharp grounder off the glove of Weeks, stopped by Aller, who threw back to Weeks to get the putout. Tying run at first and 1 out, and a 10-home run hitter at the plate in Hannah Simpson. First pitch, Outside corner strike, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 to the Fairfield first baseman. The next offering, grounded out to short, charge by Ware. Play is to first. In time for out number 2 as Breen advances to second. And the inning up to Peyton McCabe, who has flied to right and has reached on an error and scored. McCabe digs in, the right-handed batting cleanup hitter for the Trojans. First pitch from Sheets. Strike on the outside corner, 0-1. (3-2) Ottumwa, top 5. Fairfield the tying run at second and 2 down. That pitch popped up foul right side. Aller will make the running catch in foul territory, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Ottumwa 3, Fairfield 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Ottumwa still leading Fairfield 3-2. Bulldogs looking for some insurance as the heart of the order is coming up. Ella Aller, Ember Schatz, and Jordan Pauls. Aller has hit an RBI single and has struck out, 1 for 2. Laney Norris has pitched pretty well. First pitch here. Up and away, ball 1. Norris has allowed 3 runs on 5 hits, only 1 of the runs earned. The 1-0. Ground ball to third, fielded by McCabe. Throw to first and 1 down. Ottumwa just keeps either swinging over the top or chopping it into the ground. Here's Amber Schatz, who was twice grounded to third.
Next up, number 29, Amber Schatz.
Ottumwa's being aggressive at the plate, and I'm kind of wishing they'd be more patient as the pitch to Schatz hit high in the air to center, but playable. Underneath it is Breen, and she makes the catch, 2 down. Laney Norris came into the game with 50 walks in 56 in the 3rd innings. That's almost a walk every inning. Bulldogs drew 1 walk in the 1st inning, but none since. Here's Jordan Pauls, 1 for 2 with a single and has scored a run. And a ground ball off the glove of the third baseman McCabe. Won't have a play. That was a hot shot. We'll see how they rule this one. 2-out base runner will give Ashlyn Sheets a chance. McCabe trying to backhand that ball down the line. It bounced up high on her. Sheets has walked and reached on a fielder's choice, 0 for 1. First pitch, let her high strike, 0-1. They've not put an error on the board, or not put a hit on the board, so apparently they're going to charge McCabe with an error there. That's kind of tough. That ball bounces in there and gets away. Paul's down to second on a wild pitch. Wild pitch has played a big factor in Ottumwa scoring 3 in that first inning. Ware scored the first run after singling, advancing on 2 wild pitches, and then scoring on a single. Pauls and Caldwell both scored their runs on wild pitches later on. That pitch is strike to Sheets, and the count 1-2. Ashland trying to protect here. A base hit could score a run. The pitch, off speed, came in high, 2-2. Each team now with 2 errors. The 2-2 pitch, line into center field. That's a base hit. One hop to Breen. Paul's around third, puts on the brakes. No chance to score. But a 2-out hit for Ashland Sheets, and that'll give Sam Weeks a chance. Weeks is 2 for 2. Again, Hunter Caldwell will run for Sheets. And I fully expect Caldwell to run here and either put 2 in scoring position or see if Fairfield's going to try to throw her out and risk Paul's coming home. Weeks has singled twice. First pitch in the dirt. Got away from the catcher, and Pauls didn't see it. It rolled first base side away, and that's the hardest one for a runner at third to see. Caldwell saw it and got to second. 1-0 to Weeks. And now the pitch. Low and away, 2-0. That ball got far enough away that if Pauls had seen it right away, she would have scored. Let's see if Sam can make that a moot point. A base hit could score 2. The 2-0. High fly ball, shallow center. Coming in is Breen, and she'll make the catch to retire the side. Ottumwa had a chance to add to their lead, but they're unable to get a runner home from third. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. We go to the 6th. Ottumwa leading 3-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 6th inning, Ottumwa hanging on to a 3-2 lead over Fairfield. Final game of the Ottumwa Softball Classic for this year. Ashland Sheets has allowed 2 runs, 1 earned on 4 hits through 5 innings, and she'll face 5, 6, and 7 in the Fairfield order. Danielle Breen, Emerson Manley, and Lily Berggren. Breen is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. Sheets has struck out 4 and walked 2 in 5 innings. First pitch on the way to Breen, a ground ball to short. Ware's got it, throw to first, and 1 down. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what Ottumwa likes to see. Here is Manley, Emerson Manley, who's grounded back to the circle and has singled.
Number 11, Emerson Manley.
1 out, nobody on for the tall right-handed batting designated player, Emerson Manley. First pitch, in there for a strike, 0-1. Ashland spins the ball on her left hip and brings it home, and it's poked foul, a very late swing by Manley, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on, 3-2 Ottumwa. Fairfield batting top 6. The pitch, Little roller to first, fielded by Weeks. She'll win the race to the bag, 2 down, as Manley grounds to first. That'll bring up Lily Berggren, hit an RBI single in her first at-bat of the day after coming on defensively to play catcher in the second inning. 2 out, nobody on for the Trojans here in the 6th. First pitch from Sheets, up high, ball 1. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 6th inning, Ottumwa has the bottom third of the order due up, Hauk, Strayer, and Frankie. The 1-0 is in there for a strike to Berggren, 1-1. Two ground outs to start this inning for Sheets. Trying to put together her second 1-2-3 frame of the ball game. That pitch outside. Nope, called a strike in the outside corner, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Fouled off to the right off the screen. We'll do it again. Still 1-2 to Berggren. Right-handed batting catcher digs back in. Sheets to the pitching rubber. The 1-2. Off the plate outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on, top 6. Ottumwa clinging to a slim 3-2 lead. The pitch from Sheets. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good morning. Well, not good morning, good afternoon, and good night, but it is another strikeout for Sheets, brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa, and she sets the Trojans down in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th, need some insurance, leading 3-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs. You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Bottom of the 6th inning, can the bottom third of the Ottumwa order get some much-needed insurance runs? Your Bulldogs softball team leading Fairfield 3-2. 3 outs away in the next half inning from splitting their 2 games in this year's Ottumwa Classic, but it'd be a lot easier if Ottumwa could add on here. It'll be Hauk, Strayer, and Frankie. Anybody gets on top of the order where? Maddie Hauk has struck out but reached on a pitch in the dirt and grounded back to the circle. Ottumwa 3 runs, 6 hits, and 2 errors. Fairfield 2 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors of their own. First pitch, outside from the freshman Lainey Norris, ball 1. Norris has walked 1 and struck out 2. And a fly ball pop-up right side. The second baseman, Allison, didn't have to move, made the catch, 1 down. Emma Strayer, the batter, a ground out and a foul out, 0 for 2. Boy, Ottumwa just hasn't been very patient at the plate against a pitcher who had walked 50 in 56 innings coming in. First pitch, There's a high chopper over the third baseman out to the shortstop. The long throw to first, not in time, and that will be an infield hit for Emma Strayer. A high chopper that got over McCabe. Hollander deep in the hole, it sure did the best she could with a one-hop throw on target, but too late. So here's Avery Frankie, a strikeout and a ground out. And what do you do here if you're Ottumwa? A bunt would seem likely here, even though there's one out. You could get Strayer into scoring position for Ware. First pitch, ball is down and in, 1-0. Well, this might be the spot where the patience comes in. Frankie didn't show bunt there. Now maybe she'll bunt here, or maybe she's taking until she sees a strike. Trying to see if Norris can find the zone in a pressure situation. 1 on, 1 out. 1-0 in the dirt, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Hitters count for Frankie, but we'll see what the strategy is here. The pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. And now maybe Avery will try to lay one down. Strayer 3 for 3 in stolen base tries, does not run often. Frankie ahead in the count, 2-1. The pitch, swinging away and grounds it foul off to the left, 2-2, and I think she swung at a pitch out of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One on, one out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ottumwa trying to add to a 3-2 lead. Frankie with a 2-2 count. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and another pitch chased out of the zone. Third strikeout for Norris. Top of the order for Ware, who has singled and scored and also flied out twice to left. 1 for 3. Fairfield will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the top of the 7th. Pitch is too high to Ware, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. The next offering from Norris. In there for a strike, 1-1. Ware digs back in. And the 1-1. Line into left field, base hit. Strayer stops at second. Ottumwa's got 2 on, 2 out for Ella Aller, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Another critical point perhaps in this game. Can Ottumwa get an insurance run here? 2 on, 2 out. One of your best hitters for average at the plate in Ella Aller. The pitch, high and away, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Norris's pitch. High chopper to short. Big hop for Hollander. Long throw across in time. And the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. Well, fasten your seatbelts. It's a 1-run game going to the top of the 7th. Ottumwa 3, Fairfield 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Top of the 7th inning. Ottumwa 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. Fairfield 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. Fairfield a run in the first. Ottumwa got all 3 in the first. Fairfield got 1 in the fourth. And Ottumwa still leads by a run. 3 outs away from a win, but only with a 1-run cushion. 8, 9, and 1 due up. Brindley Allison, Savannah Hollander, Cody Engel. Allison has struck out twice. Ashlyn Sheets will try to finish what she started. And this should be the part of the order where she can have more of an advantage. The weaker hitters, the 8 and 9 hitters for Fairfield. But if you let one or both of them get on ahead of the top of the order, well, if you remember several weeks ago, the first game of the doubleheader against Burlington, the bottom of their order got on in the 7th, and they ended up scoring a bunch of runs and coming from behind to beat Ottumwa in that 7th inning. First pitch to Allison is a strike, 0-1. Oh and 1 to the Fairfield second baseman, Brindley Allison. The pitch, low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sheets has struck out 5 and walked 2 in 6 innings. Now the 1-1. Fly ball to center, shallow, and that's a bloop single. Tying run is on to start the 7th inning. And the batter, Savannah Hollander, who is grounded to the pitcher and grounded to second. This is almost certainly a bunt situation here. Sheets winds and delivers. Pitch is high, ball 1, as Hollander showed a bunt but pulled the bat back. Hollander is credited with 4 sacrifices this season. And while you'd love to prevent the bunt from getting down, you've got to get an out here. The 1-0. Bunted back towards the pitcher, up with it is Sheets, throw to first. In time, all are covering. Sacrifice 1-4. Allison to second with 1 down for Cody Engel, who is grounded out twice and struck out once. I think the theme for this Ottumwa softball team this year is never easy and always interesting. And that describes this game to a T. Tying run at second, 1 out. Ottumwa's not scored since the first, but they've led since the first. Fly ball to left, coming in is Frankie. She's there, makes the catch, 2 down. First pitch swinging by Engel. And now it is up to Delaney Breen, who is 1 for 2 with a single, a ground out, and a walk. First base is open, but the most dangerous Fairfield hitter, Hannah Simpson, on deck. Don't want to see her bat again. First pitch in there for a strike at the letters 0-1. The hit by Allison to start the inning, just the 5th of the game for Fairfield. A single, a sacrifice, and a flyout. Tying run at second, 2 down. Sheets 1 out away from ending it, but Fairfield 1 hit away from tying it. The 0-1. At the letters, strike 2, and Ottumwa 1 strike away. 0-2 to Delaney Breen. Sheets gets the pitch call from Mandy Moore. The left-hander's 0-2. Outside 1-2. Three-two Ottumwa, tying run at second, but 2 down in the 7th. Bulldogs trying to earn a win over the 13th ranked team in Class 4A. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, foul tip into the mid of Amber Shots, and the Bulldogs win. Ashlyn Sheets pitches around the leadoff single, and Ottumwa wins the final game of the 2022 Ottumwa Softball Classic over Fairfield in a nail-biter, 3-2. One more strikeout brought to you by Sonic Drive-In in Ottumwa. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and wrap it up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching live coverage of the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time to Houston Field, almost certainly our final broadcast from Houston Field this summer, as your Ottumwa Bulldogs wrap up the 48th Ottumwa Softball Classic with a nail-biting 3-2 win over the Trojans of Fairfield. Ottumwa 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, 8 left on base. Ashlyn Sheets the winner, now 12-6. Fairfield 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, 6 left on base. Laney Norris the loss, now 6-6. The ball game, I didn't do my calculations how long the ball game took. 1 hour and 25 minutes. Ottumwa improves to 22-13. Fairfield falls to 27-9. They both go 1-1 at the Ottumwa Softball Classic this year. All right, our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Athletics will be our final regular season broadcast of the summer. That comes up on Tuesday when the Bulldog baseball and softball teams play Des Moines Roosevelt. We'll have baseball for you Tuesday afternoon, first pitch at 3:30, pregame at 3:20 on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. I want to thank our sponsors one more time: Roto-Rooter, Bridge City Realty, Community First Credit Union, Mike's Pizza, Family First Chiropractic, Reflection Studio, Meridian Credit Union, Mercy One Ottumwa, Lisco, Lee's Photography, Citizens Mutual, Sonic Drive-In, and Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Mandy Moore for helping us prepare for the broadcast today. And a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldogs softball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you Tuesday afternoon when the Bulldog baseball team plays at Des Moines Roosevelt. Until then, have a safe and happy 4th of July weekend. Good night, everybody.